Hello everyone, my name is Affan and I'll be speaking to you today about what is the difference in our Founders Line shoes and our mainline shoes. The first difference I see it is the fact that we use special leathers in the Founders Line. We use leathers that were hard to find for us, but we've now found access to them. For example, FJ Baker's reindeer cuff will soon be on the 2022 Founders Limited line. We are also getting Zonta's museum cuff this year, so we're very excited to use that on the Founders Line, and some other similar leathers which I'll tell you about once we have them. On the main line, we use as our staple Annonay box cuff from the French Tanneries d'Annonay, and we use also CF Steed's suedes, both their Repello cuff and sometimes their reverse cuff as well. So that's for leather. As far as the making is concerned, we follow a very tight stitch pitch when it comes to the upper, about 20 to 22 stitches per inch, whereas on the main line it would be a standard 14 to 16 inches per inch on the upper. And the outsole as well, we do about 7 to 8 inches on the main line for the outsole stitching, and on the Founders we try to go to about 9 to 10, but 9 I would say is where we mostly are. So it's about 9 to 10 there on the stitch pitch. As you know, it gets more and more difficult when you have to try to stitch it closer and closer. The other thing is also with the outsole. The outsole we use on the Founders Line is FJ Baker's slow tanned leathers, which takes about a year and a half to make. So you can imagine that's of much better quality. And on the main line, we use a slow chestnut pit tanned leather from Italy. It has very good abrasion but also good flexibility. So that's another difference between the main line and the Founders Line. We also on the Founders Line try to do new processes. What I mean by that is, as a young Goodyear welted factory, we are always learning how to do new things. So this year we hope to launch something which most of you will know is called a fiddleback, where you have this shank nicely protruding in the center and the edges kind of fall away, and you have a very tight edge going into the heel. We've been working on this for almost 2 years, and I'm excited to bring this to the Founders Line. These processes take a bit longer to make, and therefore the process in the factory is much longer. So what this means is we will not be able to make it on all our mainline shoes, so we want to introduce it on the Founders Line, sorry. And there are other such processes that we're constantly learning, and we'll first bring it to the Founders Line. If it's popular, if it's something we're confident to do, then we might even move it to the main line. The main line is your staple bread and butter, if you like. But even these shoes, in terms of technology itself on the inside, don't compromise anything. For that, we have on both the shoes, our insoles are 4 to 5 millimeter thick, and the channel is taken on the insole directly, and the welt is stitched directly to the channel. So that's across all our shoes. The fact that we use imported box calf leathers also remains consistent throughout our shoes. And of course, finally, the one thing I forgot to tell you earlier is we use toe taps. It's optional. You can do that on the Founders Line only. So you can have these metal toe taps in the front in case you have excessive wear in the front of your shoe. That's an option. If you want to have that, you can have that on the Founders Line. I will be updating you more as we go about what's special on the Founders Line as and when we learn new things and want to bring it to you. If there's anything else you'd like to know about our shoes or shoes in general, please write to me and I'll try to address them when I can. Thank you.